never know. It's a 20-minute game after all.
Yeah, so the penultimate game in the 2016 Sao Paulo Sevens and the fourth place playoff between New Zealand and the United States of America. New Zealand, after a decent start last time, losing out to Canada in the semi-finals, while the United States were unable to cope with the power and the pace of Australia. Well, it's great to see Portia Woodman even back in the New Zealand starting seven after that unfortunate injury yesterday in the very first game, 5 seconds into the first game to be precise. Top try scorer in women's sevens history, New Zealand number 11 with 100 not out. Well, the United States, win, lose or draw, this has been a massive improvement from Dubai, almost unrecognisable this weekend from December, and credit where it's due to Jules McCoy and a coaching team, because there were problems, there were issues, but it's understandable given that, I suppose, the change, Sue, since Rick Sugget left and Jules came in, that it's going to take time to iron out what exactly the coaching philosophy would be. Yeah,
and a couple of the big changes in this tournament for me. Kelly Griffin has had a lot more pitch time. She's influential. She does the simple things well. Doesn't stand out, but does the simple things well. And also Alev Kelter, the combination of her and Bara Vilala as playmakers have made a big difference.
There is Griffin for the United States, and as I mentioned, just outclassed by Australia. Didn't even register a single try, and I'm sure looking to bounce back from that. But New Zealand equally disappointed with their semi-final defeat, and the experience in that team, well, it's going to give the United States plenty to think about, to say the least. Referee in charge, no shortage of experience here from South Africa, Rasta Rasavengi. 53rd match in the sevens, and had a very good tournament overall, you have to say. Under lights in Sao Paulo, and we are almost set to go. There she is, Portia Woodman, 100 tries, back in the team. Her thigh is heavily strapped up, but let's see what kind of an impact she will have in this game. You give her space, Sue, and she is out like a light.
Yeah, and you can see why Sean Oram wanted to play her with Kayla McAllister out. She's the other talisman or taliswoman. She's the one who scores tries out of nothing, and they'll be looking for a bit of inspiration from her.
Well, that was exactly how she picked up the injury in the first game, by running to take the kick off, and in fairness to Kelter, she kept her eye on the ball, but she has to release on the ground. She didn't, and Woodman's first act back in the starting seven is to make the tackle and force the scrum. Kelter, another with a really good few performances over the course of the tournament. And we've mentioned this time and time again, Tyler Nathan Wong, the restarts, the precision, and how effective New Zealand are at using that.
Yeah, she's the best by a country mile in this series at the moment. They always land her kick when she intends it to, and more often than not the conversions go over wherever they're from.
Kelly Brazier trying to shrug off the attentions of the United States defence. Here is Nathan Wong. Little pop pass, and the pressure from USA. You can see the tactics already here. Try and close out the gap, but watch this. Watch her go. She will not be caught, surely. 11 on 11 is only going to be one winner. Thigh injury. What thigh injury? Portia Woodman, 101, touches down for New Zealand.
11 on 11. Lovely finish from Portia Woodman. It was the offload from Gail Broughton that made it, but Hunter Grendling, Rachel Grendling, number 11 for the United States. She was not far behind. We've not seen much of her. It'll be good to see more of her with ball in hand. Look, she's right there on Portia Woodman's shoulder. Great to see Portia Woodman back for New Zealand. They've missed her this tournament.
What about that? Portia Woodman opens the scoring for New Zealand. The conversion underneath the post. Nathan Wong does not miss those. So New Zealand's off to a flyer in the fourth place playoff. United States have to regroup here.
Yeah, it's a big call from Jules McCoy, leaving Bara Vilala on the bench for the US, one of the two key playmakers. So it remains to be seen whether the USA can get the ball into the wide open spaces without her on the pitch.
Little shift in direction from Nathan Wong, and United States now to try and launch something from inside their 22. Touch for Greenling. Hunter, as she's called. Again, scrap for possession on the ground. And the tackler had to let go. Thomas gets the offload, but Greenling couldn't take it at first attempt, did it the second time. Now, is there space on this left-hand side? There is, you know, and it's going to be a foot race here. Bonnie, New Zealand cover, comes across. Bonnie with the shawl, the knock-on at a crucial stage. And Jessica Javelet thought she might be in for the second half, but defence did enough there.
Yeah, Bonnie would have been better off just going for it, go for the outside. If she got scragged, Javelet was on her shoulder for the offload, and there'd have been no defence at home then. As it was, she cut in straight back into where all the defence was. That was a really good opportunity for the USA, and against New Zealand you have to take the chances when they come along.
Nathan Wong to feed New Zealand scrum. As I said, no Kayla McAllister, so maybe she can be caught in the try table, depending on what Green does in the final, I suppose. And a lovely break, and the footwork from Broughton into the 22. Tackled eventually by Javelet, and support from Nathan Wong. Still there for New Zealand. Woodman's calling out for this one. Oh, the pass, not particularly good. She takes it at the second attempt, and look at that for footwork. Oh, it's going to be 102. Or is it? No, it went forward. Touch judges spotted it. Rewind, take it back, and we go for the scrum.
It was really good footwork from Portia Woodman. Unfortunately, all to no avail. Probably the first mistake I've seen from Kelly Brazier in this tournament. The ball went forward and then backwards, the touch judge says.
Great spot though, wasn't it? Just went forward off her hand, Portia Woodman. I've seen them not given. One of the New Zealand players struggling there is a Gail Broughton, who seems to be limping towards the halfway line, but she's going to stay on the pitch.
Yeah, they're running out of centres, New Zealand. Kayla McAllister already gone. Of course, they've got Katerina Fatasimpkins, who can easily slot in there as well if need be.
Kelter digs it out for USA. Greenling fires it across to Thomas. Now, we know she's quick. Was that forward? It was, you know.
USA had done such a good job of playing that out if that pass hadn't been forward. Gail Broughton rushed up to put the pressure on. For some reason, Portia Woodman stayed back, leaving a huge gap on the outside, but fortunate for New Zealand, forward pass call.
There is Jules McCoy, and as you mentioned, she did not enjoy Dubai, and you know, we don't need to go into the reasons why. Second from bottom says its own story, but they are building towards Rio, and this is an altogether different United States team from what we saw in the desert. They've got to defend here now. Lovely footwork again. Brazier, she's such a handful, so strong with possession. New Zealand still have it. Little cheeky break from Blythe, doesn't get very far. Kelter in over the top, ball squirts out, play on, Potter. Now, she's got it all to do here. Potter over the 22 and snapped down with the tackle. Oh, the pass again. USA's handling has gone to pot, you'd have to say.
Yeah, and lots of pressure at the breakdown, so rushing the passes, the USA.
Because the United States, you know, they have had little cracks in the defence. If that last pass goes to hand, Broughton is finished, so she's gone off. And Fatasimpkins has come in, as you said, Sue, straight into the centre, and no problem to her. So Broughton, hopefully it's nothing too serious. She's going to have a month to get herself right ahead of Atlanta. Nathan Wong fires one. Oh, little grubber kick through. You can see what the idea is. Fatasimpkins on the pitch, fresh legs. Can she get there? No is the answer. And Thomas has to do a rescue act for USA. Enough support was there. Can they counter? Potter hit hard in the tackle over the dead ball line, and we'll go back for the scrum 5 metres out.
Nothing Potter could do about that, was there? The defence up on her so quickly. The kick through from Brazier there, she's used it effectively in previous games. You might argue maybe one too many there. Just keep the ball in hand, put the defence under pressure, but goodness me, look at that rain starting to come down. That is not going to help the handling in this game, or indeed in the final.
No. We had rain at the end of day one. We've got rain at the end of day two. The fans retreating up to the upper tiers where there is a bit of shelter. It does rain in Brazil after all. Now, Fatasimpkins to Woodman, one-on-one. This will be interesting. Oh, Thomas did well, but look at the wraparound. The wraparound from Fatasimpkins just bungled into touch. The tackle had to be good from Jessica Javelet. And there is the half-time whistle in the rain in Sao Paulo. And just the one try, New Zealand and Portia Woodman, who else, back in the starting seven. United States of America still to get off to the mark. New Zealand 7 points at half-time. Well, Gillian Potter, you see there number 3, and how brilliant is to see her back in the United States starting team. Obviously an incredible battle against cancer that she managed to win, and this was just a year ago. To tell you the fight that Gillian Potter has and what she went through to get back not only to full health but get back into a USA starting team, and the performances that she's put in here in this tournament today is a credit to her.
She's been a standout performer in this tournament. She's been brilliant for the USA, really stood out on kickoffs, getting under the ball and snagging it so the USA have possession.
Come together. Let's come together and do it. Here we go. Okay.
So Zaragoza and Jill Potter ready to take their places for the second half in the rain, and it is coming down thick and heavy at the moment. 11th tournament in the series for Jill Potter. She'd love to mark it with a third place finish, but they need a couple of tries to get their noses in front against New Zealand, who lead by 7 points to 0. Let's see what the USA can do from the restart, and it will be Kelter to get us underway. Look at that. That's going to hang right on the 10-metre line. What a kick that is from Kelter. And USA get possession back. Well, anything that Nathan One can do, Kelter can match. Can she hit the ground? Needs a bit of help, though. Kelly Griffin in to rip that ball free.
Not a quick enough release by Black, knee on the deck.
Clear instructions from Rasavengi.
Yeah, it was a maul, became a tackle when the knee touched the floor, then you've got to release, and they didn't. Not quickly enough.
Kelter with a little switch, dummy switch of that. And here's the speedster, Javelin. Back to Greenling, through the gap, Greenling. Does she need help, or is she going to back herself and go the whole way? She pins the ears, the pass on the outside. Once again, USA's last pass lets them down. And now it's New Zealand who might spot a weakness in defence. Woodman shows and gives the pass back. A little step off the inside, Williams. Williams is not going to be caught. Beautiful footwork over the 22. Rasavengi, the only person on the pitch to catch up to her. And she's going to jot this one down underneath the post for the second try. The smile as well. How she enjoyed this one.
Yeah, really good finish from Nia Williams, and the awareness to step inside. Only the second try for her in her sevens career. She's not been around that long, but USA will be kicking themselves. They were so close to getting that equalising try, but as you say, that last pass, not accurate. It wasn't a big pass, it just needed to go to hand. But the ball comes out, Nia Williams looks up, sees there's no defence at home, and she's in. Rasavengi is saying, I can keep it.
Fitness routine for Rasavengi, who looks like he could do that another 20 times and be all right, but Williams sucking in the oxygen from the sideline, so off she goes, and New Zealand in control here. Substitution for United States as well. Joanne Faavesi has come on. Any chance the United States have of winning this game, they need to score as quickly as possible. Kelter gets it away, only just, and Greening did well to juggle that ball and hang on to it because she was under pressure. Thomas, this is Griffin, and on the outside is Jill Potter. Potter steps back inside, hits the deck. Griffin in support. Thomas to act as scrum half, and Faavesi. Javelin lets this one go. Greenling back to Javelin. Kelter. United States again, the passing letting them down. Thomas into contact, tackled by Tui, and it was a good one as well. Now Faavesi, Potter standing out on the wing, little step from her, doesn't want to get forced into touch, and did well. Support again from Kelly Griffin, who breaks down the blind side. Griffin tries the handoff, throws it back. Anyone there for USA? No. is the answer, and Nathan Wong to launch a counter-attack here. 2 players outside her. Manuel still going.
2 things there. You're on the knees playing it, you've got to roll first. 2 things.
And she wins the penalty.
Roll away, tackle first.
Really clear explanation from the referee. The USA just can't quite get there, can they? Kelly Griffin made a lovely dart down the blind side, but thinking too quickly for the rest of her teammates who didn't realise she was there. Chance for New Zealand to regroup.
Manuel takes that one. Pace was that forward? It was. Good spot, Rasavengi. We were right in line with that one.
Yeah, it looked mildly forward, didn't it? Another good line from Manuel. She runs those lines so well, but yeah, you could see that just sneaks forward into the hands of Kelly Brazier.
Still no sign of Barry Villada, by the way, for the United States, which is a strange one. Ashley Perry is going to come in.
Yeah, looking down at the sideline, I can't see Barry Villada in her kit, so it might well be she picked up an injury in the last game. It would explain it, because she's been such an important player for USA.
Yeah, that does make sense. All right. Kelter. Awkward one for her again, but Queening did well just to settle it down, keep possession. Javelin hasn't had too much space to use her pace, and she's getting forced all the way back towards the 22. The pass again, punishing her teammate, and New Zealand are going to eat this up all day long. Nathan Wong. Goss to keep it alive. Shipped on from Brazier. Tui. A couple of tries for her already in the series. Portia Woodman. Any space for her to work her magic? Needs the pass. United States commit themselves to the tackle. 2 minutes to play. They need to score, and they need to score quickly, USA. Still there for them. There's loads of numbers on the right-hand side. Javelin spots that. Here's Thomas. One outsider. Thomas puts her foot on the gas and loses possession. Now Portia Woodman. Can she go out? The rain bucketing down in Sao Paulo makes the handling conditions very tricky, and it's going to affect the teams for the final. But look at this, New Zealand with a complete mismatch if they spread this one. Brazier, little step back inside. Kelly Brazier, they won't stop her. Brazier dives over the line. Try is given New Zealand, 19 points to 0.
Yeah, Brazier's been doing that all day. As soon as she sees the defender's hips pointing outwards towards the touchline, she steps back inside. She steps so well, so easily over the try line. That's it for the USA. No coming back from there. New Zealand have put the pressure on, but USA have made it hard for themselves. The pass is just not going to hand at the right time.
Conversion. No problem with that. 3 from 3. 21 points to 0. And look at the rain. It doesn't rain much around these parts, but when it does, you know all about it.
Yeah, you wonder about the rain for the final. The game plan for Canada against New Zealand in the semi, using the big forwards, competing around the breakdown, whereas Australia have been very much about moving the ball. That might be a little bit tricky in this rain.
So Tyler Nathan Wong to get us underway once again, perhaps for the last time in this game, with less than 30 seconds to go now. The switch, is that going to make 10? It's not. So USA will get possession if nothing comes of this.
I think Gillian Potter accidentally played it with her legs, so that will be play on.
Well, that's exactly what Savengi says. So maybe a let off there, and a quick tap and go from the captain. Goss stretches the legs. She's not going to be stopped either. USA switch off in defence, and Sarah Goss says thank you very much.
Yeah, fitting for the captain, Goss. She's not had the most standout, or rather not the most ball in hand, but she tries her heart out, plays her heart out for this team. Just sees that there's a gap. I'm not sure there was a tap there. I don't know if I saw the tap. Either way, speeds off down the touchline, gets the score in. So
it's a pretty emphatic victory for New Zealand. Can we make it 100% for Tyler Nathan Wong on the conversion attempt? She's been pretty flawless throughout the tournament, and there, right-footed strike, that's how good she is. 28 points on the board. USA with nothing in reply. Job done for New Zealand, and they will cement themselves as third place finishers. USA have to settle for fourth, but it's a hell of a lot better than Dubai, where they finished second from bottom. Full-time score, USA 0, New Zealand 28.